Do you know what the history of Groundhog Day is? Well, if not, you are in for a crazy story. So let's get started. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Virtual History 360. I'm Mr. Wade, and today we are talking about Groundhog Day. You see, falling midway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox, February 2nd is a significant day in several ancient as well as modern traditions, such as Candlemas. Candlemas, where the clergy would bless and distribute candles needed for winter. You see, the candles represented how long and cold the winter would be. Germans expanded on this concept by selecting an animal, specifically the hedgehog, as a means of predicting the weather. Once they came over to America, German settlers in Pennsylvania continued the tradition, although they switched from hedgehogs to groundhogs, which were pretty easy to find where they were. Now everyone has their eyes on the groundhog, hoping it'll leave a favorable forecast. According to tradition, if a groundhog comes out of its hole on this day and sees its shadow, it gets scared and runs back into its burrow, predicting 6 more weeks of winter. Now this winter weather is not always the best, right? But no shadow means an early spring is on its way. But I have to ask, can groundhogs accurately predict the weather? While sunny winter days are indeed associated with colder, drier air, we probably shouldn't trade in our meteorologists for groundhogs just yet. You see, studies have been done. Studies by the National Climatic Data Center and the Canadian Weather Service have yielded a dismal success rate of around 50%. Basically a coin toss for our buddy Punxsutawney Phil. But what about the celebration as we know today? Who is Punxsutawney Phil that I just talked about? Well, the first official Groundhog Day celebration took place on February 2nd, 1887 in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. It was the brainchild of local newspaper editor Clymer Frias, who sold the idea to a group of businessmen and groundhog hunters known collectively as the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club, and got them in on this idea. The men trekked to a site called Gobbler's Knob, where the inaugural groundhog became the bearer of bad news when he saw his shadow and said there will be 6 more weeks of winter. Nowadays, the yearly festivities in Punxsutawney are presided over by a band of local dignitaries known as the Inner Circle. Its members wear top hats and conduct the official proceedings in the Pennsylvania Dutch dialect. They supposedly speak to the groundhog in his own language known as Groundhogese. Now, every February, the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club hosts this 3-day celebration, and it features entertainment and activities where tens of thousands of spectators come into town to attend the Groundhog Day events in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, which is a pretty small borough that normally houses about 6,000 people. You can see how big it is, right? Now, you should also know that in 1993, the movie Groundhog Day, starring Bill Murray, popularized the usage of Groundhog Day to mean something that is repeated over and over and over again. And remember, don't drive angry. But what about you? Have you ever experienced a Groundhog Day moment that seemed to repeat itself? I know as a teacher, sometimes the school year feels like Groundhog Day, where we start each year over and over again. But that's me. I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments below anything you've experienced. Now, while you're there, go ahead and hit that like button for me so YouTube knows to share this video with everyone. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You know, if that button's red, let's turn it gray, all right? And be sure to check out these other videos like you see to the side over here. I have other random history videos like this one, but I also have other histories like US and world. I have the government videos, civics videos. And some of my videos are even shot in 360 that you can look all the way around. So be sure to check them out because I know you're going to like them, all right? So for Virtual History 360, I'm Mr. Wade. I'll see you next time.